is Evelyn Salguero. I am a local artist, Santa Cruz artist, henna body art, painter, musician, and today we are going to do a Dia de los Muertos face paint tutorial. This is my wonderful assistant slash model, Elizabeth. Today these are my tools I'm going to be using. My brushes all come in different sizes. It's a flat brush for the white, and this one I'll use for the black. I also have these sponges that I'm going to use for the white. It's usually when I'm covering a big part of the face, I'd like to use this one. So this is going to be for the white, and for the black I'm just going to use a brush. Okay, so first we're going to do an outline around the eyes so that I can know where I'm going to be putting the black and where I'm going to be putting the white. So the bone structure of her face will tell me where to go. It goes this way and then up, and then I'm just going to bring it down like right here. So that's what it is. Down and then around her cheekbones. And you can like step back to see if it's even. So this one's a little higher, so I'm just gonna, and that's why it's good to do an outline first so that you know exactly where you wanna. And as you can see, I'm using my pinky to support my hand. And for the nose, I'm just gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna start right here, and then I'm gonna end right here, right underneath her nose. So I'm gonna follow the lines of her nose, so down, like that, to make a triangle. And she's got like a natural triangle shape in her nose. For those of you that don't, you just look for a little triangle shape right there, and then you cover this part of the nose. These are the first three tools I'm going to be using for her face. The spray bottle, I just spray the cake with it, and that's what I call the paint pad or whatever. Okay. Oh, hello. And I'm going to ask her to tuck in her lips. Gracias. I'm going around the lines I made, the black lines I made around the eyes like this. So I'm using the edge of my sponge to go around, and then for these parts I'm going to use my brush. And then I can refine the white around the eyes like that. You can always use the edge of your brush to go around the line like that. See? So I'm using it like this. So I'm gonna do this. And down, 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 down. And like that, and like that. Okay, perfect. So that part's done. Now we're gonna do the black. I spray my cake with water. I like to load my brush up with paint, especially if I'm covering large areas. I'm really gentle with my brushes. I just go back and forth, and I get it like really muddy, so that it's like not too drippy, not too wet, but it's loaded with paint. So we're going to start at this corner, and I'm going to go down and across and down and like this, into the eye and around. I'm going to follow my line, follow over the eyebrow, you want to be really careful around the eyeball. I have eyeshadow that I'm going to be using, for over her eyelid so that I'm not like saturating her eyelid with paint. Because sometimes if your paint's too wet, it might drip into her eye, and we don't want that at all. So, especially for beginners, it's better to do it this way. How many accidents? So up, and I'm using my fingers to roll the brush around. Like that. So I'm gonna do that, and that's as far as I'm gonna go. And then I'll do the rest with eyeshadow. I'm taking the corner of my brush and I'm coming in like this, coming in like this, coming in like this. Across and down. Now that we've done both eyes, I'm gonna do the nose. So generally it works better if like you're coming down with the brush. So I'm using my brush to follow my line and come down. Follow that like that. And then down, 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 down. And I'm gonna follow my line. Follow my line like that. And I'm using my pinky to tether myself when I'm trying to be more exact. And then I'm coming in like that. And I'm coming in like that into her nose. So I'm just gonna go around her eyes. Okay, now I'm going to be using this burgundy color to go around her, around the black, and I'm just basically putting dots, and this is like a rounded brush. It's perfect for that. All I got to do is press down, and that's it, and go around her eye. And it equally spaced so that afterwards we can come in with another color and just do like a light touch to add depth. I wanted to also ask Elizabeth if she could share a little bit about Dia de los Muertos with us and how she celebrated it as a young person. So, Elizabeth Fabián.
Okay. Creciendo en Michoacán, aprendí a celebrar el Día de los Muertos. En Michoacán es una celebración muy importante. Y es un día para recordar a las personas que son importantes en tu vida. Como pueden ser familiares, amigos. Yo cada año trato de hacer un altar, y más que nada para recordar a mi padre, a mi abuela, especialmente a mi abuela. Y es como una conexión tanto con la comida que se le ofrece, o las bebidas, o los recuerdos que tienes de ellos cuando lo estás haciendo. Haces una comida especial y escuchas música que te los recuerda. Mi abuela nació en Tequisquiapan, Querétaro, y era indígena otomí y hablaba poco español. Su trabajo, o lo que ella hacía para vivir, era artesana, hacía canastas, ella y mi abuelo, y por consecuencia mi padre y mis tíos también. Todos aprendieron. La recuerdo mucho porque es de quien aprendí lo que es ser una persona honesta, trabajadora, y sentirte orgulloso de lo que eres y de lo que sabes hacer.
Also, come in at the forehead. I'm gonna do this. do line, another line around that, another line going up. So it's like a peace sign almost, and then more, and just basically fan out until you get the top part of the forehead. And it's like gonna be like a circle on top. The same with her chin. Gracias por compartir esto. I think it's really important to honor traditions and admire them, but also understand where they come from and what they mean to the people who celebrate them and who have celebrated them for years and who grew up with them. And now I'm gonna put some lipstick on her, and then I'm just gonna go in, and in between every space I'm gonna come in with the second color, like right here, like that. It's kind of like a teardrop. Upward motion, dot, upward motion, dot, upward motion.
Usualmente tengo fotos de todas las personas que quiero, a las que les quiero ofrecer comida y bebidas, y me gusta mucho hacerlo en miniatura por lo regular. Flores de cempasúchil y ¿qué más? Algo que me recuerda a esa persona. Mi abuela le encantaba sentarse en una silla y solo ella se sentaba en esa silla.
Nadie más. Wow.
No. Ya, tengo una a la entrada de mi casa, es en memoria a ella.
Una sillita.
Sí, con una planta.
Oh, me acuerdo.
Ya, es en memoria a ella.
Wow. So another thing I'm gonna do is also, is also add like a shade into her cheekbones to like imply a shade for the black. And I like to do this like this, so I just bring it in like that for the calaca, the skull, the jaw of the skull. So I just do that, and then it's like a dry brush technique, so I don't put a lot of water on there. And then so I do a line, and then I just kind of blend it with my finger, like so. And I'm just gonna do this very lightly, and then I'm gonna go over it with my finger to make it shadier, like a more smoky looking thing. I brought out this blue. I'm also going to be doing just like little dots, little details to sort of tie all these colors in that she's wearing. And you just keep doing dots and dots and dots and dots like that wherever you notice that there's space for them. And so it's starting to really come together. And next we're going to be doing like some filigree. So I'm just going to do like little curly cues on top of the gray. So you can do that however it works for you, however it turns out. And then while I'm at it, I'm just going to go and outline the edge of the black. This is a liner brush.
Me siento bien que la gente quiera aceptar nuestra cultura en sus vidas, y todos son bienvenidos. Lo único que necesitamos es que se respete. Si lo vas a hacer con respeto, y es una parte de nuestra cultura, no es un disfraz de Halloween.
I'm stepping back and I'm realizing that the blue isn't really popping out, so I'm going to take some black and go over these lines that I just did in blue. So I'm just going to go over that like that, and that's good. I'm going to take some gold and then just do like small details with the gold. everywhere. You don't even have to be an experienced painter, you just make dots everywhere. And if you do it consistently in a pattern, it's gonna look good in the end. Take a little bit of glitter and put it on top of the black. Feliz Dia de los Muertos. I hope everyone is celebrated and honored.